Welcome to Loud and Clear, a program geared toward the younger generations. You can listen in every Thursday at 7 p.m. or find the plug to our YouTube channel on kgtcradio.com.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Carlos.
And welcome to Loud and Clear. This week, we have Ashley Bell. This is Pastor Carlos' wife. And
she's hot.
Whoa.
This is a children's program.
Thank you for also saying that so loud in our ears. That was very nice.
But yeah, we're honored to have you. Thank you for being here. So we have a few things of business to start.
Am I
off
chopped
with.
liver to you?
Oh yeah, I forget you're on this program today. My wife is also here, Melanie.
Anyways,
she's
hey.
also hot.
Hi. Yeah,
No,
she is.
Also, don't mind the fans blowing in the background. It's
Sorry if
95
you hear
degrees
that.
outside.
So if you have questions for our program, you can email them to vcfrevivalyouth@gmail.com. And if you put LC for Loud and Clear in the subject line, we will get that and we can answer them on the program. Also, you can text us at 509-402-3446 and ask questions there as well. And these are questions that can be related. They can be silly, whatever. We have some fun on this program as well. So, but if you have anything that you need help with, advice on, or just need spiritual guidance on, we'd be happy to help you. And again, this is our program, if you're not familiar, geared towards teenagers, and we just want to encourage teens out there in their walk with God. So this week we were talking a little bit before. So we were talking about irrational fears, and Carlos, you got one.
Yeah, I have thalassophobia, which is fear of deep water. My greatest fear in particular to that is that I have this fear of like getting picked up by a helicopter and taken out into the middle of the ocean and just getting dropped. I don't know why, but like
those, those cows that get picked up,
yeah.
And then they're like just rotating
exactly.
around.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
that's the fear.
But it's like getting dropped in the middle of the ocean with like nothing.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
So when you see a helicopter, do you like?
No, it's
run?
not really. I mean, the helicopter is just whatever. It's the water.
Okay.
It's being dropped in the middle of the ocean with just nothing. Like I would just give up and die. Like what's the point?
But if you saw like a helicopter with a claw like over you, you'd probably freak out.
Probably, yeah.
Probably
I'm
done for.
Yeah, it's game over at that point. I don't know why.
Spot.
I just don't like. It's so bad that like I won't even swim in a swimming pool by myself.
Okay.
No, I won't do it.
All right.
Like,
So that's okay.
yeah, I won't do it.
So like even like a pool that like doesn't even have a deep end.
No, won't do it.
Really?
Nope.
Okay.
I close my eyes. I'm like, there's a shark.
I feel like it's a little. I agree in the fact that like it's a little eerie.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at a hotel, I'm usually not like. Well, when I was a teenager, I'd go to a pool alone. If I was in a pool, I'd stay in the hot tub usually.
Yeah, that's
because the pool kind of did creep me out if nobody was there.
It's
so
weird.
I get that.
But like, if we go to like Blue Lake or anywhere, I have to like my brother to do the cliffs.
Yeah.
He has to jump in first. I will not jump first. It's not that I'm afraid of jumping off the cliff.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
I won't be in the water first.
I can't do deep water at all. I can't because I can't swim very well. My mom
You can't
was like,
swim?
My mom was like terrified to let me swim in deep water, so I can swim, but I'm not confident.
Let me teach you.
That yeah. You know what? Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll
do
teach
that.
you. I'm a great
get over
swimmer.
our
I just
fears
don't
together,
like,
but you'll have to jump first.
I can't.
You
jump
we'll help
first.
each other.
Yeah. You gotta jump first, but then I'll show you how to swim.
Okay. Well, maybe with a life jacket on.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
We'll
safe.
see. Okay. Well, Ashley, you had a fear that you wouldn't tell us, and now you're going to tell us.
Okay. I have an irrational fear of belly buttons.
Okay. I've heard of
So
this
serious.
before, actually.
Yeah,
this is like a thing.
Honestly, even the word kind of makes me want to gag.
Really?
Yeah, like people touching them. Oh,
They are
immediately
gross.
no. I just don't.
Like your own too, or just like
no.
other people?
Do you guys
all of
clean
it.
yours?
Really?
Yeah, but like I feel like what if they unravel? I don't know. It's weird.
Oh.
It's just like a
kinda
thing.
that. Oh, okay.
It gives me the heebie-jeebie. Like I can feel it in my bones when someone plays with their belly button in front of me.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Did it start
Who's playing with their
before or
belly
after
button?
children?
Oh, before.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
my
always.
whole
I was
life.
going to say,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
because the only
As a
people that I
child.
think that play with belly buttons are probably
Kids,
children.
except for no, because there's I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not good.
unfortunately, people are gross and
Yeah,
brave.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I also don't like small holes. I don't know what that's called.
Trypophobia.
Yeah, nope, can't do it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah, you got
mine
that.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yours.
It makes me throw up. One time
Yeah.
I cracked my phone screen like a ton on the corner, but like where I would swipe at. So I'd be like running my hand over these cracks like on a consistent basis. It literally made me gag for weeks
Yeah, it
before I
makes
got
you-
used to
It
it.
makes you want to like
Beehives?
like die.
Can't do
I
it.
want to crawl inside myself. And
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
like
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't
Not
like
with
that.
my
I like
phone.
No.
honeycombs.
Why?
I think
What's
honeycombs
wrong
are
with
cool.
you?
Well,
That's interesting.
but I feel like what did you call it again? Thalassophobia?
Thalassophobia.
Thalassophobia?
Yeah.
I feel like that. So we went to, and I've talked about this to the youth before, we went to the Sea Lion Caves in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And we were standing out and it was super windy and the ocean was just like there. And it like kind of just like my gut, I could just feel it. And I was just like afraid. And then space terrifies me.
Really?
Just like being up, like those guys that go out on the thing at the space station and they're like outside of it. That freaks me out because what if they come untethered and they just float forever?
Yeah.
That's
See, like I
like the
wouldn't.
worst.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
That's
do
fair.
that, but I don't have a fear of that.
So you'll never have a Katy Perry moment.
No.
Oh.
Well,
What? It changed her life, dude.
I
It changed
mean,
her
it could
life.
change your
if I'm
life too.
in a capsule, maybe,
Maybe.
but not outside.
But like the ocean for me is just like we don't know what's there.
Yeah, well, that's the
You
thing.
know, like,
Ocean
it's-
and
it's like-
space is the same.
It's like
for
the
me.
unknown.
It's the same
It's
feeling.
more of
It's
like
the same.
It's
a fear of the
unexplored.
unknown, like
We
of
don't
what's.
know.
It's not the water itself. It's what
It's
could be
what's in
lurking
the
in
water.
the water.
Yeah, the darkness.
It's like being afraid of the dark.
The darkness.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the
darkness.
darkness. It's what's it could be
It's
in
what's
the dark,
exactly.
That's true.
right? Like
That's
it's just
true.
like what's there.
Mhm.
Like,
I'm trying to think what else is like
scary.
Going
scary.
up the
lot.
stairs in the dark. That's
Mm.
scary.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of like when you turn the lights off downstairs and you have to run really fast to get into your room.
Yeah.
Or your bed.
Melanie said
Literally
we will
me.
never have a basement because of that.
Yeah,
She never wants a basement. She's
Nope.
okay with a 2-story house,
barely.
barely. But
It's taken me 8
she
years to get
does
used to
not
that
like the
idea.
idea of a basement.
Why?
Yeah.
Basements are nice.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, first of all, my mom being a maid,
A good walkout is
basements are
fine.
never clean, like ever. I don't care what
That's
people
true.
say, what people do, a daylight basement, nothing. They're never bug free, ever.
You're so right.
No, that's true.
Ever.
'Cause they're in the ground.
So, like, from a cleanliness perspective, no thanks. But
Okay.
also, like, the darkness.
The darkness. Well, if you
I
have a
don't mind the
walkout
darkness.
basement, it's not that bad. If you have a really nice house with a walkout, it's not bad.
I disagree, but that's fine.
I don't really
Alright,
mind. I'm not, but I don't have a fear of darkness. Like I feel like
Yeah,
I've made
I
peace
do.
with the dark.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not at peace with the
Did
dark.
you ever have a fear like? Did you ever have dreams before you, like, got your driver's license where you would be driving and you just go off the road randomly?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, I had that dream a lot. Where it's just like literally, I'm just driving along, but it was before I had my license, so I wasn't confident because I hadn't done it yet.
So you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, and then I just go off the road and die.
I do have a constant dream that I'm helping customers in my dream, and then like I help them get all their material,
Yeah.
but then I need to go help them at the register, but I can't find the register. So then I wake up. I literally had one last night. I woke up at 12:25, and I was like, I need to help the customer. And then I was like, wait, it's 12:25. What am I doing? I've had that dream
That's crazy.
over and over. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with me? I'm not getting paid for this.
I've had a dream where I've answered the phone for work, but I can't talk. And so I'm falling asleep and they're trying. That's like my worst fear is like somebody getting mad at me on the phone.
Yeah.
So like I'm just on the phone and I can't talk. And so they're just talking and I'm like falling asleep. And that's
Yeah, terrible.
it's terrible.
These
It's
are
the
deep
worst.
things.
These are really deep
Anyway,
things.
that was great conversation.
Yeah, that was
How
good.
encouraged were you by that conversation? Rate
Yeah.
us 10 out of 10.
Well, I mean, I was encouraged. So
Yeah.
that somebody else is afraid of water.
I feel like we
I-
really
In a-
broke
in a
ground.
different
No,
way,
I
but-
feel really
Closer
well.
than
Yeah.
ever to you
Yeah.
guys.
It's like when Carlos accused us of putting lotion on each other's feet every night.
We used to do that.
No, we did not.
Oh.
We
Well-
never had a routine of doing that ever.
Well,
I don't
would
know
ask
where
you
you
to
guys
lotion
both got
my
that
feet,
idea.
and then I would lotion yours. If you did mine, I had to do yours. That's just a
literally-
trade.
that's
I'm not
marriage.
hiding from the
Yeah, that's a
allegations.
trade-off.
That's marriage. You do it, I do it.
Yeah.
I'll give you this if you give me that.
It's not
Yeah.
like
You can buy that
The
if I can buy
gave you
this.
cookie, got me cookie.
Gave you cookie, got me cookie. All right. Well, okay. So we're gonna move into not necessarily a topic for today, but we have Ashley with us, and we were going to just kind of like have you share and just give you some room to share your testimony a little bit. And sorry, we're kind of crunching you for time, but
That's all right. We're just gonna wing it.
speed run.
We can spill into the next one if we need to.
Yeah, if we need to, yeah, we can.
Well, hopefully not.
Just saying.
Okay, ready, go. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. I was born. My parents were not married when I was a baby, and they were drug users. They got married when I was a few months old, and then had my little brother. They split up shortly after that, and my mom got saved, and then eventually she got clean when she got saved, or somewhere like that. Anyways, so I don't know when my dad got clean, but he has been an alcoholic my whole life. So having divorced parents, I spent half my time, well, probably 75% of my time with my mom, and then 25% with my dad. My mom ended up getting remarried when I was pretty young, and we lived a couple towns away from each other. My parents, I mean. Anyways, so I guess I moved in with my dad when I was in 5th grade. Because I kept butting heads with my mom because I was rebellious and a little bit of a turd.
No.
I know. Crazy for a teenager. And my mom, like I had said, was saved. And so, I grew up in church and thought I was saved. I don't really know if I was saved. I kind of think that I was saved because I feel like I always was like, in my mind, reverting back to like, this isn't okay, like with the Lord. He wouldn't like that I'm saying this or doing this. But I was very much a teenager living my own life, and I knew all the things, so I didn't need Jesus.
Right.
I moved in with my dad, and he really didn't have a lot of rules, which kids love that.
Yeah.
Teenagers love that. They love not having rules. I could watch whatever I wanted. I could listen to whatever I wanted. I could not go to school if I didn't want to. I was failing all my classes. An event happened that was pretty traumatic between my dad and his girlfriend at the time. And I ended up having to leave his house and move back in with my mom. And that didn't last very long. I ended up moving back in with my dad about a year later. Again, for the same, just not getting along with my mom, and really probably more like fighting God than fighting my actual mom. I feel like part of it was kind of just, I was angry that my mom and my dad weren't together, but I couldn't really articulate that as a kid. And also, my mom was always saying things like, your dad's drinking, it's not good for you guys to be around that. And to me, it was just like, he's fine. We're just a fun family, and you're boring, and we can do this and we have that. And my dad has a really big family, and my mom doesn't have any family. And so it's kind of just, more exciting at my dad's than at my mom's. Anyways, so moving back in with my dad, I started kind of finding myself like always constantly looking for a relationship. Not that I ever was like in a relationship, but I was always talking with somebody. Like I felt like I had to have a connection with somebody all the time. And, it never went anywhere. And there was a lot of things that came with that, I guess. Like, I don't know, just finding people, oversharing with people. It's kind of like what you talk about sometimes in youth about how people are so like readily available on their phones. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And like that really was true for me. I ended up getting into a relationship when I was 16 that was kind of serious from the start, and I moved back in with my mom, and he was my brother's best friend, my older brother's best friend. I turned 18. Well, when I was 17, I think I moved in with him and his parents. And when I turned 18, he wanted to join the Marines, and I got married to him. and it ended up being really awful. He was unfaithful, and so that ended, and it kind of sent me into like a crazy spiral. Not really like a heartbroken, like I'm so sad, but just like I didn't know what, like I was so young. I'm 20 years old and I don't know what I'm doing. You know, like I'm working and I'm making money and I'm like I didn't know what I was doing. So I made some really bad decisions and got pregnant with my daughter. And I remember sitting in my mom's car and I told her that if I didn't get pregnant, I probably would have killed myself. So that was cool. But then I was with my daughter's dad for a short time. We split up shortly after she was born, and I was kind of just doing my thing by myself. My mom and I was living with my dad after my ex and I split up, so I left the apartment. But my mom and I were looking for somewhere to live and made a post on Facebook. My mom did. And she did jail ministry with Cindy McAllister, like way back. And
I didn't know that.
yeah. And so my mom would send girls from the jail on the coast up to Ruth's house. And so they were like little buddies, right? And so my mom made a post and saying like, we're looking for an apartment for me and my daughter and my granddaughter. Like, if you know of anything, let me know. And Cindy was like, hey, come to Orville. And my mom was like, actually? And she was like, message me. And so then Cindy and Randy spoke, and they ended up having us come down for a week and check it out. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not moving there. Get that out of your mind. No. And then I was like, well, we can go visit for a week, like free vacation. Heck yeah, I'm down. And so we came over here, and I remember vividly my first day here. We drove into Oroville, and I was like, heck no. Like, I am not going to live here. This place looks like it like burnt down 3 times, and I'm not doing it.
Because it did.
It probably did. So I remember going into Ruth's house for the first time. That was our first stop, and seeing the wall of the pictures, before and after pictures. And my mom and Cindy sat down, and they were talking about the girls that they knew together. My mom had sent, whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, she died. And oh yeah, that girl, she's back out on the street. And I just was like, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. Like, you get close to all these people and you just get your heart broken. And then I met Catherine and Chelsea and Shayla, and
were they in the program?
They
at the
were,
time?
yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's
Chelsea
wild.
was the first one that I met, actually. She was so sweet. Then I remember pulling up to Pastor Randy and Cindy's house, and I just started crying, and I was like, I can't live here. I cannot do this. And I was so scared. Like, I was so afraid. And we came on a Wednesday, so we went to church that night. And I walked in, and I just remember being like, people are going to look at me because I have tattoos. People are going to look at me because I have a kid by myself. And I, just being self-focused or whatever. And I remember Anna Rounds came up to me, and she gave me a big hug and was like, I'm so glad you're here. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is great. And I was like, I don't know what Pastor Randy preached that night, but I remember sitting, and I'm like, he did the altar call, or was starting the altar call. And I'm like, I'm not going up there. I am not going up there. Like, in my head, running over that over and over again. And then the next thing I know, I'm literally standing in the front, and I'm bawling my head off. And Cindy comes up behind me and starts praying for me. And I just, from then on, it was like, I think that was my salvation experience, because it wasn't like I didn't say the words, but it was like a heart posture,
Yeah.
And then I remember like leaving, and I just felt like such peace. I don't think I've ever felt that before in my life. And I was like, we're moving here. And my mom wasn't convinced yet, right? And so I was like, I don't care what you do. Like, I have to come back. And going home was so hard. It was like the biggest warfare of my life. I didn't want to go. I ended up getting in a car accident and totaling my car. And it was just terrible. Like, things just kept happening. I'm like, I just want to be there. You know, we had to wait for a place. And then somebody messaged, I think Amanda messaged somebody about a house, and we found our house. We were back here like just over a month, like 2 days over a month from the time that we showed up. So it was quick work. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
And I've been here ever since.
That's crazy.
And it's just, yeah, God's really changed a lot, especially in me, because I was a rebellious little thing. So rebellious. Anyway, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome. How long after you came here for the first time did you guys meet?
Well,
Actually,
technically,
I was in the program. I remember it wasn't the first time I saw Ashley, but it was pretty close to it. No, obviously I saw her when they came to visit. I remember that night when she went up to the front. I was like, But anyways, when they moved here, I was in the program, but we helped them move. Like Ruth's house and Timothy house went and helped them move, and so I was obviously in the program, so I went. And but we were still doing small groups.
Okay.
Sunday nights, and so we were doing foundations, and we were doing it at Ruth's house. And Isaac was in the program with me at that time too.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember we got to Ruth's house early for foundations because we were TH, nothing better to do. And I remember sitting on the couch, and Ashley walked in, and I leaned over to Isaac, and I was like, that's going to be my future wife one day. And he's like, yeah, right, dude. And I was like, no, watch.
Yeah.
And like, I was just like kind of spitting stuff out, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't, but she is my wife, right? So I kind of spoke. I always joke that I dibs her first, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just cool how God created those circumstances. Like, you know, we talk about like God created somebody for you, and we can say that's cheesy or whatever, but truly, like we were meant to be together.
Yeah.
You know, like I always look at marriage as like my weaknesses are her strengths, and her weaknesses are my strengths, and that's what makes a good marriage work. Is that she compliments me, and I compliment her, and that's how I think every successful marriage is supposed to be. Is God doesn't, you know, we are alike, but we're so different at the same time. So it allows us, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And it allows us to work, you know, even with our parenting styles and everything. That's why marriages are so important, and why divorce is so destructful for kids is because, you know, where I lack, she doesn't. And so it allows us to raise our kids to the best that we can. But no, I think it's a beautiful story. Truly, how God makes everything work. You know, but it wasn't very long.
Yeah, I didn't notice him for like, probably 2 or 3 months. I didn't even know who he was.
And that was probably a God thing.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely shielding.
For sure. Because I remember when I was coming to visit, I was like, I'm going to find a husband. And I'm like, girl, you did not need a husband yet. Chill out. But like I said, like I was constantly looking for, you know, that was always something that was on my heart that I wanted to have, you know. And like I felt like it went away after my divorce. And I was like, I don't think I ever want to get married. Like I'm good by myself.
Yeah.
But then, like, I feel like when I was coming up here, God kind of put that in my heart.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to be looking. I don't think he wanted me to be looking, but just that desire came back, you know, so.
Yeah. It was just kind of cool because it just kind of feels like it paints a picture of, you know, in our brokenness, we're looking for something.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking for like, you know, whether it be looking for a man or looking for a woman to fill something in us, and then we meet God, and God becomes that thing. And then it enables us to then go out and look and go find somebody like that in a different way. We're not putting the pressure on them to fill that thing. Like it kind of totally like went a different way. But that's just super cool. It's a powerful testimony too, because you're just being like, okay, God. And as much as there was rebellion, there was also a tenderness, and you were ready, or God had prepared the way. So thank you guys so much for listening. We are out of time, but we will catch you guys next time on Loud and Clear.
Peace.
Tune in to Loud and Clear every Thursday at 7 p.m. or listen online at kgtcradio.com.